What is up, everybody? Welcome on in. This is Chris with Hobby Legends, and we are ripping some more Marvel. It's 2024, Marvel's Masterpiece 92 Platinum. This is going to be a 9-box character break, and it is the second half of from our previous break. So we should see a Metallurgy and hopefully a Precious Metals gem, because we did not see a Metallurgy in our first 9 boxes. So we should have one waiting for us in these 9. And thanks everybody for joining us today. And like always, feel free to put your character in chat and hopefully we can find something low numbered for you. All right, our 9 boxes of fun have been freed. Let's get to ripping. And we're going to lead off today with Nova. Followed by 1 for the random machine. It is Thor and Hulk on the fantastic covers. And if we do not run into a second one, we will put that in the random at the end of the break. And there's Matt Murdock on the canvas. Followed by Spidey hanging out in the back of the pack.
How do you want me to set up that random for you?
Just left, right is fine. And it will just be 1 random.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, sir. And our first bit of numbered action is going to be a pink lasers. Going to Mole Man on the pink lasers. So Mole Man is our first spot to see some numbered action today. And for Mole Man, he is 338 of 992 on the pink lasers. What is up, Timmy? Nice to see you. Oh, no, you know I would. I do love ripping Marvel. And there's Farrell on the leather. And Wonder Man to finish off our pack. And hopefully the box has got something nice for us today. Hoping we could see a PMG, because we did not see one in our first 9 boxes of this case. There's Star-Lord and Rocket on the corner box creations. Followed by Elektra on the canvas. And we should see a Metallurgy as well, so hopefully we got one waiting for us. And some more numbered action. It's going to be another pink lasers. And this one is going to Speedball on the pink lasers cover variant. And for Speedball, he is 199 of 692. And behind him is Mojo on the clear. And Psylocke to finish off our pack. And there's another one for the random. It is Thing and Human Torch on the fantastic covers. Nightmare on the canvas. And we got our first blue tracks today. And that is going to Shatterstar on the blue tracks cover variant. And behind him, a little Doctor Strange action on the clear. And there's the Incredible Hulk on the canvas. And then Kingpin to finish off our pack. Weapon Omega on the cover variant Rainbow. And behind him we have another clear, and this one's going to Sandman. Namorita on the cover variant. Oh, nice. Followed by She-Hulk on the canvas. So we just saw the Incredible Hulk, and now She-Hulk on the canvas. Ooh, nice. Our first lenticular today. And it is going to Apocalypse on the lenticular. Followed by Shadowcat on the rainbow. And there's Nomad on the canvas. And blue tracks behind him going to Elektra. And final pack here of box number 1. Ooh, nice. We're gonna see our first Plexi today. So Rainbow in the back is going to Nightcrawler. And our Plexi is going to Deathbird. So Deathbird getting on the board with a Plexi.
So keep these separate then too, right?
Yeah, those are the only 2 cards we're going to find for the random, but keep them separate in case we find a second one. But sometimes we do see a second one. All right, box number 2. Can we go lower on the numbered action this round? We saw nothing but pink lasers out of box number 1. There's Moon Knight on the fantastic covers, followed by Weapon Omega on the canvas. Ooh, very nice. The boxes, they listened. We are going to get very low. That is going to be an orange. And it is going to the True Goblin. Green Goblin on the orange. Very, very sweet. So the boxes decided to go super low for us. And the big winner is Green Goblin. Very, very cool on the orange lava. And for Green Goblin, he is 7 of 25 on the orange lava. Very, very sweet. I think this is the 5th time now we have pulled an orange lava. They are very, very tough to find out of 92 Platinum. So very cool. Congrats to the Green Goblin spot on the orange lava. That is purty. And behind Goblin, we're going to have the Unstoppable Juggernaut on the lenticular. It really does. Yeah, it goes very good with the pumpkins. When I first saw it, too, I was like, ooh, I was hoping it was Hobgoblin for, like, a nice color match. But Green Goblin, that looks pretty darn sweet. And there's Captain America on the fantastic covers. And then a little Tony Stark action with Iron Man on the clear. Farrell on the canvas. And I still think the coolest one we found of the orange lava, we did hit Human Torch one time. And that looks so good. Because it was such a nice color match with Human Torch. And there's Silver Surfer on the corner box creations. Followed by Red Skull on the clear. And we do have another blue tracks coming up. And that's going to Mole Man on the blue tracks. Followed by Speedball on the canvas. There's Doctor Strange on the cover variant. And behind him, some action for She-Hulk on the clear. And then Hobgoblin to finish off our pack. Farrell on the rainbow cover variant. Followed by Night Thrasher on the canvas. Let's see if we have any more goodies in this box. Cover variant for Thanos. Ooh, very nice. That's why she was sticking. Very cool. That is Storm on the wood. Very nice. I was like, something's sticking to the back of Thanos. So great hit here for Storm on the wood. And woods are 1 in every 72 packs. So very, very cool. Putting Storm on the board in a very nice way. And there's Human Torch on the canvas, followed by Adam Warlock on the rainbow. And there's Speedball on the canvas, and blue tracks behind him, going to Dormammu. And final pack here of box number 2. And there's Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, on the canvas. Followed by a little Spidey action with Spider-Man on the rainbow. And that brings us to box number 3.
So you don't want to recap any of this?
No, just anything in the lower side. Thank you, sir. All right, box number 3. What goodies are you hiding? There's Hulk on the corner box creations, and behind him we're going to have a hollow foil. And very cool, from one Hulk to another, it is She-Hulk on the hollow foil. And we do have another pink lasers coming up. And this one is going to Kurt Connors, the Lizard, on the pink lasers. And for Lizard, he is 792 of 992 on the pink lasers. And Lenticular going to Archangel. Black Panther on the Fantastic covers. Followed by Jean Grey on the clear. And another pink lasers coming up. And there's Thanos on the pink lasers cover variant. And for Thanos, he is 683 of 692. Followed by Dazzler on the canvas. Doctor Strange on the corner box creations. Followed by a little Nick Fury action with Nick on the clear. And there's Adam Warlock on the Blue Tracks cover variant. Followed by Cable on the canvas. And there's the Incredible Hulk on the clear. And Human Torch on the rainbow cover variant. So a little Johnny Storm action there. And then Green Goblin on the canvas. So there's another parallel for the Goblin. Cover variant for Thor. Followed by Mr. Sinister on the leather. Black Widow on the canvas. And behind her is going to be a rainbow. And that is going to Sauron on the rainbow. And there's Deathlock on the leather. And Blue Tracks behind him. Going to Strong Guy. Ooh, very cool. All right, everybody. We have a red PMG coming up. Who is it going to be? Oh, very nice. It is going to one of our attorneys, She-Hulk on the red Precious Metals gem. Very cool. Congrats to the She-Hulk spot on the red PMG. And she is 72 of 100 on the red PMG. Very nice. I was hopeful we would see at least one. Because most cases we're seeing at least one. Sometimes we have found two. So very cool. Congrats to the She-Hulk spot on the red PMG. And behind her, we're going to have Moon Knight on the canvas. And then Beast on the rainbow to finish off our box. So very cool. Boxes 2 and 3 both had one awesome hit for us. I hope so. I hope this is one of those cases with 2 PMGs. Because we still do have 6 boxes to go. So come on. One of our last 6 boxes. Show us another one. And there's Cyclops on the corner box creations. Ooh, another holo foil. This one is going to Elektra on the holo foil. And pink lasers coming up. Oh, we know who that is. That is Professor X on the pink lasers. So a little Charles Xavier action. And for the Professor, he is 931 of 992 on the pink lasers. 937, actually. And then Major Victory on the lenticular. There's Venom on the corner box creations. Followed by Super Scroll on the clear. And Major Victory on the cover variant. Followed by Kang on the canvas. Cover variant for Dazzler. And then there's Nomad on the clear. Bishop on the cover variant, blue tracks. Followed by Quasar on the clear. There's a cover variant for Ghost Rider. Followed by a little Doctor Doom action with Doctor Doom on the clear.
Am I losing my mind, or are the pink lasers to 692 and 992?
Yeah, there's two different ones. They are lower numbered if they're a cover variant. It's the same thing with the red prisms and the pink lasers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like, it says the same parallel, but...
no, that's why. Yeah, they made them lower numbered if they're the cover variant. Jeremy's co-pilot today, so he was like, "What is going on here?"
It has the same parallel, never two different ways.
And a little more She-Hulk action. So our attorney is on fire on the rainbow cover variant, followed by Thor on the canvas. What is up, Jimmy? You know, I do love the Marvel. And Morbius on the cover variant. And there's some action for the Incredible Hulk, this time on the leather. So we found Hulk on the canvas and the leather so far. Jean Grey on the canvas. And Rainbow behind her. And that is going to Storm on the rainbow. Followed by Wolverine in the back of the pack. And I think that's the first time we've seen Wolverine today. And a little more action for She-Hulk, this time on the leather. Followed by Mephisto on the blue tracks. Yeah, She-Hulk is she is going off so far. But I mean, anytime you get a PMG, you had yourself a fantastic break. Iron Man on the canvas. Followed by Blob on the rainbow.
There was one where just regular rainbow over there in the hit stack. Did you want that one? It's like it looked like a cover, different cover.
Bring it over here. I'll let you know.
This one right here. This was in the hit stack.
Oh no, that's just regular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I thought maybe it was something super rare. I was like, I never do it.
Nova on the corner box creations. And another hollow foil. This one is going to Nightmare on the hollow foil. And we do have another pink lasers coming up. And this one is going to Nomad on the pink lasers cover variant. And for Nomad, he is 691 of 692. Followed by Hawkeye on the lenticular. Ooh, nice. Our first Battle Spectrum card today, and it is Spider-Man versus Venom. So putting the Battle Spectrum spot on the board. And behind that, we have Juggernaut on the clear. And there's Spider-Gwen on the corner box creations. Followed by Super Skrull on the canvas. And there's She-Hulk again, this time on the rainbow corner box creations. Followed by Archangel on the clear. Yeah, She-Hulk is having a break right now, kind of like North Star did, I think 3 breaks ago, where she just could not be stopped. And Nomad on the rainbow cover variant. Followed by Doc Ock on the canvas. Do a little Sue Storm action with Invisible Woman on the clear. Followed by Sabretooth on the rainbow. And there's Venom on the canvas. And a little more Nomad action, this time on the leather. Followed by Lizard on the blue tracks. Nick Fury on the canvas. And Rainbow behind him is going to Tombstone. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Let's see if we can find you a little something, Wig Stick. And there's my boy Remy LeBeau, the Gambit on the cover variant. Followed by Weapon Omega on the leather. Ooh, nice. We have a red prism coming up. Oh, we know who that is. So it's not just She-Hulk. This is a Hulk kind of break. There's the Incredible Hulk on the red prism. So very nice. Now both Hulks are getting in on the numbered fun. And for Hulk, he is 465 of 492 on the red prism. Followed by Red Skull on the canvas. Are you serious, Wixtick? Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. Sometimes. And I think with breaking is very similar to, like, poker, where, like, you don't always remember the big victories. You remember some of the beats. Yeah, because she is having a very good break. I think this is easily the best break we've had for She-Hulk as a character. But, I mean, anytime you get a PMG on the board, though, like, the break is always in your favor. And there's Namor on the Corner Box Creations. Followed by Doctor Strange on the canvas. And we do have a pink lasers coming up. And this one is going to Cable on the pink lasers. And for Cable, he is 194 of 992 on the pink lasers. Followed by Nightmare on the leather. And then Silver Surfer to finish off our pack. And there's Black Panther on the Corner Box Creations. And behind him, we have Thanos on the canvas. And clear this round is going to Thanos. And there's Captain America on the Fantastic covers. And that is one of my favorite images of the product. Followed by Galactus on the canvas. Ooh, nice. We have another red prism. And this one is going to Bullseye on the red prism cover variant. And for Bullseye, he is 252 of 292 on the red prism. And we found a variant for Kang on the clear. And there's Invisible Woman on the cover variant. Followed by White Queen on the canvas. And some more Hulk action. This time on the cover variant Rainbow. And then we got the Man Without Fear, Daredevil on the clear. Oh, and there's Rogue on the canvas. So I think that's the first time we've seen Rogue so far. So popping up on a canvas parallel. Ooh, and our lenticular is going to Black Widow. Followed by Bullseye on the rainbow. Sandman on the canvas. And blue tracks behind him. Going to Bullseye. So Bullseye was very hot in this box. So adding another parallel with the blue tracks. Ooh, nice. We're going to see another Plexi. So our rainbow in the back is going to Mephisto. And our second Plexi of the break. Oh, I know this man. Very cool. It is going to Gambit on the Plexi. So there's some nice Remy LeBeau action with Gambit on the Plexi. And that brings us to box number 7. Oh, true. Cable on the Corner Box Creations, but if we've been ripping a lot of Bowman for baseball, and if you want to complain about collation, go watch a couple Bowman breaks. Darkhawk on the canvas. Like, we had a box yesterday where we opened, and we got the same guy's autograph, same exact numbered parallel in the same box. Like, so the Marvel is much better on the collation than Bowman, at least. And there's Enchantress on the pink lasers. And for Enchantress, she is 321 of 992. And behind her, we're going to have a little Wilson Fisk action with Kingpin on the leather. And there's Thor on the Fantastic covers, followed by Ultron on the canvas. And Morbius on the clear. Corner Box Creations for Daredevil. And canvas behind him, that's going to Namor, the Submariner. Ooh, nice. We have another red prism. And this one is going to the Black Cat Felicia Hardy on the red prism cover variant. So there's some nice numbered action for the Black Cat. And she is 213 of 292 on the red prism. Followed by Hawkeye on the clear. Deathbird on the canvas. And there's Night Thrasher on the rainbow cover variant. Followed by Rogue on the clear. And a little Hobgoblin action on the canvas. Ooh, very cool. Gambit strikes again, this time on the lenticular. I hope so, yeah, because we did not see one in our first 9 boxes. And there's Psylocke on the rainbow. So I'm hoping it is just waiting for us. Little Silver Surfer action with Silver Surfer on the canvas. Followed by Professor X on the blue tracks. Ooh, this one's thick. This could be our Metallurgy or another Plexi. Okay, it's another Plexi. So our rainbow in the back, going to Doctor Doom on the rainbow. And our third Plexi of the break, very nice. It is going to Moon Knight on the Plexi. So nice Moon Knight action here on the Plexi. So that leaves us with 2 boxes to go. Come on, final 2 boxes. Do we have one more just massive card? We still want to see our Metallurgy and then hopefully another PMG, because we have seen cases with 2. So come on, can this be one of those cases? There's Captain Marvel on the Corner Box Creations, followed by Invisible Woman on the canvas. Ooh, very cool. So we did have another goodie for us. That is going to be a Seismic Gold to 92. Good luck, everybody. Oh my gosh. No way. No way. All right, she won. She-Hulk is our character of the break, hands down. We saw the red PMG earlier, and now she's gone even lower with a Seismic Gold to 92. What a break for our attorney, She-Hulk. And she is 82 of 92 on the Seismic Gold. But very nice. We got an orange lava earlier in this case, and now a Seismic Gold to 92. So we did see quite a few very nice low-numbered goodies. And then Electra on the lenticular. And I think she might have done better now than North Star did a couple breaks ago, where he was just running away with it. But She-Hulk in just those 2 cards, really. And there's Wolverine on the fantastic covers, followed by Weapon Omega on the clear. And there's some Nova action with Nova on the canvas. Corner box creations for Thor, followed by Sauron on the clear. And there's some Electro action with Electro on the Blue Tracks cover variant. And behind him, we're going to have Ghost Rider on the canvas. No way. There's no way. I mean, it is possible. And there's Quicksilver on the clear. Electra on the cover variant Rainbow, followed by Major Victory on the canvas. No, if we found her Golden Treasure as well, oh my goodness, man. Enchantress on the cover variant. And she's one of the cards that sometimes you see that corner and you're like, oh, do we have a PMG? But it is just her cover variant. And there's Mephisto. Oh, very nice. That is a wood, in fact. So that is our second wood of the break. And this one is going to Mephisto. Morbius on the canvas, followed by Lizard on the rainbow. Red Skull on the leather, followed by Thanos on the blue tracks. And final pack here for box number 8, and there it is. So they did not make us wait to the final box. We do have our Metallurgy coming up. So our rainbow in the back is going to Ben Grimm, the Thing. All right, good luck, everybody, on the Metallurgy case hit. And it's going to Nova. So the Nova spot has struck with the Metallurgy case hit. Very, very nice. Congrats to Nova. All right, final box. We've seen a lot of goodies in this break. Can we see some last box magic and see one more big card? Come on. And there's Star-Lord on the fantastic covers. Oh, and we're going to have a holo foil. I don't think it's She-Hulk, but it is the Incredible Hulk on the holo foil. So She-Hulk did very good, but Hulk himself has had a pretty good break. So adding to his stack with a holo foil. And Green Goblin did good too, so I guess this was just a green type of character break. And we do have another pink lasers coming up. And this one is going to the White Queen on the pink lasers cover variant. And she is 56 of 692 on the pink lasers. And behind her, we're going to have another lenticular. And this one is going to Weapon Omega. And there's Thanos on the corner box creations, followed by Sleepwalker on the clear. Ooh, and we do have our second battle spectrum of the break. And this one is Silver Surfer versus Thanos. Followed by Mr. Sinister on the canvas. And there's a little Spidey action with Spider-Man on the rainbow Fantastic covers. Followed by Scarlet Witch on the clear. And there's a cover variant rainbow for Speedball. Followed by Deathlock on the canvas. What happened?
I stepped those 2 cards.
Oh, the Battle Spectrum cards?
Yeah.
Oh, the randoms?
The ones
Okay.
random, yeah.
And there's Cyclops on the clear. Followed by Wonder Man on the rainbow. And Cage on the canvas. And there's a leather going to Night Thrasher. And blue tracks behind him. That is the Thing on the blue tracks. So a little Ben Grimm action here. And that leaves us with 3 packs to go. Come on, last 3 packs. Do one of you have a low-numbered goodie for us? Magneto on the canvas. Followed by Silver Sable on the rainbow. Human Torch on the leather. And final pack of the break. Come on, one more goodie. Very nice. So we are going to end with a red prism. And it is going to the Green Goblin. So very great break for Green Goblin. He did hit the orange lava and now the red prism. And for Green Goblin, he is 436 of 492 on the red prism. And behind him, we're going to have Johnny Blaze on the canvas. And going to end our break with Mr. Fantastic. And I think that's the last number card. All right, let's start our recap. And we went pretty darn low today with Green Goblin on the orange lava to 25. Very, very cool hit there for Green Goblin. And then the character of the break, She-Hulk on the Seismic Gold to 92. And then She-Hulk also on the red PMG to 100. Very, very nice break today for She-Hulk. And up next we have our red prism cover variants to 292. First up we have Black Cat and Bullseye. And our regular red prisms to 492. Green Goblin and the Incredible Hulk. And our pink laser cover variants to 692. We found White Queen, Nomad, Speedball, and Thanos. And pink lasers to 992. Enchantress, Cable, Professor X, Lizard, and Mole Man. And okay. And then we did find our Metallurgy case hit, and it's going to Nova. And we did get pretty lucky this round. We found 2 woods. They are 1 in every 72 packs. Mephisto and Storm. And up next we have our Plexis. And this round we found Moon Knight, Gambit, and Deathbird. And our hollow foils, we found Hulk, Nightmare, Elektra, and She-Hulk. Up next, we'll look at our lenticulars. We found Weapon Omega, Elektra, Gambit, Black Widow, Major Victory, Hawkeye, Archangel, Juggernaut, and Apocalypse. And blue Traxes, we found Thing, Electro, Thanos, Professor X, Bullseye, Lizard, Bishop, Mephisto, Adam Warlock, Strong Guy, Mole Man, Dormammu, Shatterstar, and Elektra. And we did find only 2 Battle Spectrum cards this round. Silver Surfer versus Thanos and Spider-Man versus Venom. And last thing to do is we're going to random off our 2 dual cards. We had Thor and Hulk and Thing and Human Torch. And it's going to be a simple left and right random. We're going on the back of the card. Hulk is our character on the left, as is Thing. And then Human Torch and Thor will be our character on the right. And for these situations, we use a site called random.org. So let me bring that up for you guys. And it's a simple left and right list. And then we're going to go to the dice roller, and we're going to roll the dice, and they're going to decide how many times we randomize our list. So I've rolled the dice, and they've rolled a 9. 4 on the left and 5 on the right for a total of 9. So we'll go back to our list, and we're going to randomize it 9 times. Whichever side is on the top of the 9th roll, that is the winner. All right, this one is for keeps. And the winning side is the right side. So for this card, it will go to Thor. And for this one, it will go to Human Torch. All right, everybody. That is going to do it for this round of Marvel. Appreciate everybody for joining us today. And congratulations to the characters that hit, and apologies to those that did not. I am not sure when we're running our next Marvel, so make sure to stay tuned to our eBay page. That way, when we get another one listed, everybody can be ready to go when we rip some more Marvel. And Topps is coming out with a new Marvel product, so we are going to try to rip that here pretty soon as well. But I do love 92 Platinum, so we should get another one of these breaks listed as well. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us today. Have yourself a great weekend, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.